or so later, I get a call from Menachem that there's a young handicapped boy that has been suffering throughout his life from the age of 3 when he got sick, has been suffering greatly, and has been fighting every step of the way, has such a strong emunah and connection to Hashem, and believes he's going to live. And we matched up. And Menachem said to me, are you okay with going off the swap and giving your kidney to this man? He's not the perfect candidate, because a lot of people would say, oh, he's handicapped, he's had so many problems as is. Really, I mean, what, we should give it to someone else. And I said to Menachem, you know what? Bottom line is, I waited a year. I tried to give it to a woman because I felt I would connect more with a woman, but I'm not the one. It made it so clear to me that I'm not the one who decides who lives, who doesn't. I'm not the one that decides even who gets my kidney. And if that's who Hashem wants, he wants this young man, Tomar, to get my kidney, then that's who it's going to be. And it's interesting that throughout the process, you meet many people on the team that know both the kidney recipient and the donor. And they meet you both, and they try very much to convince you not to do it. Because they're telling you, you're walking in there electively, choosing to go through a surgery that will have ramifications that are not always positive. So you have to make that decision and be very clear on it. And they try very hard to dissuade you, but they also try to convince you because they know the recipient. At the very end, you meet with a donor advocate. The donor advocate is someone who's only there for you. She's only there to make sure that you're protected, that you know exactly what you're going into, that nobody's forcing you to make this decision. And she was the first one that scared me a little, because she started bringing up not only what could go wrong, but she also started bringing up, well, you know, what happens if your child ever needs it, or someone in your family ever needs it? What happens if you yourself get sick or get hit by a car, chas v'shalom, and you need it, and you need your second kidney and you don't have it? And it was what my husband told me, and what I felt the same when we knew the last week that I was about to give it. He said, you know what? We don't know what's going to happen in an hour from now, and we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I have no idea what's going to happen. I know that right now, right here, there's someone that needs it. Right now, there's someone that, if I don't help, may not have a chance to see another day. So the only choice I have is to give my kidney. That's it. I can't worry about what will happen. I know I have the stam on the brachas, and all I have to do is just go with it. And I did, and my husband, though, like he said, I dragged him every step of the way. I really dragged him and brought him along. Towards the end, he was very receptive, and he supported me, obviously, every step of the way. It was an amazing experience all around. I do want to say that at the very end, after everything happened, and I came home and I was talking to my kids about it, and I was talking to my little daughter, who's here somewhere, Kayla. She's all of 8, now she's 9. But at that time, I was talking to her and telling her about the whole process and what had happened. And she says to me, she's very quiet, and she says, well, Mommy, why did Hashem give us 2 kidneys? And I said, you know, Bubba, they're not really sure. Because there are people that are born with only 1 kidney. And there are people that, once you donate your kidney, your other kidney kicks in and takes the place of 2 kidneys. And it's as though you didn't have that second kidney to begin with. So you're able to live an entire life with only 1 kidney. And she was thoughtful again, and she looks up at me and she says, Mommy, I know why Hashem gave us 2 kidneys. I said, why, Bubba? She goes, because we should be able to give it to someone else and help someone else. So, like I said, the simplicity of a child with no fears is so beautiful, because they just react. And they just do what they know is right. They don't think about it too much. And I just would like to end by saying that Menachem had told me that in the history of kidney donations, he's never had someone regret the fact that they gave a kidney. And I want to tell Menachem personally that maybe me and Malka, who's over there, who donated her kidney as well, and I had spoken to her a lot after. I think we may go down in the records as the first kidney donors that do regret. Not that we gave, but I really do regret every time I read another story of someone needs a kidney. I do regret that I can't regenerate kidneys, that I can't do this process again, that I can't give, that's it. I've done it once. That's it. Where do I go from here? There's nothing else. I actually told my husband maybe I could give a liver. He's like, Sarit, stop reading at 1 o'clock at night. Stop. No more reading. Like, you cannot look at emails. So the truth is, I want to thank Renewal and especially Menachem Friedman for being there for me every step of the way. I want to thank the Bika Cholim and Montefiore Hospital who provided amazing refrigerator filled with snacks and food and drinks and nosh, and anytime you were there for long appointments, you went to that. So I think it's Satmar Bika Cholim out of Montefiore. Yeah. If you ever hear, they're amazing, and what they did was amazing. And of course, I want to thank them for providing my husband with decaf steak of coffee. He was very upset, by the way, while I was having my surgery. My friend over here, Abigail, we'll talk about in a second, was videotaping me as I went in, and then she was there sort of keeping him company until I came out. And literally she's videotaping the whole time, and he keeps going to get coffee, and he doesn't understand why he's so tired. And he's drinking cup after cup after cup, and he's so tired. He goes, and he comes up to the Satmar Bika Cholim, and he turns around the coffee, and he looks, and he goes, it's Seudat decaf. I'm drinking decaf. He goes, my wife is in surgery. She's under medication. She doesn't know what's happening. Tomar is about to get a new lease on life. And me, I'm suffering. I'm drinking Seudat decaf coffee. So, yeah, as usual, it's all about him. He was the one not suffering. And really, I do want to thank my husband, obviously, for allowing me and supporting me. And after the 2 weeks, the recuperation time, he was really there every step of the way, making sure the kids were taken care of, being housekeeper, cook, whatever needed to be done, he did. Like I said, I want to thank my very talented and amazing friend, Abigail Septimus, who woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning and came to join me and help me. And it was only because I love my mother and father so much, but my mother would not have let me go through the process. So if you ever want to donate a kidney, don't tell your mother. I will tell you, when I came in after the surgery Friday, I went in Thursday morning, and I came home Friday because my aunt was having shaver brachas in the house, and I was not going to miss it. And I came home Friday afternoon, and I walked into my mother's house, and I said, Ima, I'm like holding my son, I said, Ima, I think I'm going to sleep here for Shabbos. And I think the first thought she thought was that my husband kicked me out of the house. And I got to her house and asked me that. And then I said to her, no, I'm okay, but I'm going to stay here. And then I think she probably thought I had a miscarriage because of my stomach. And I said to her, no, I donated my kidney. And the reaction was wonderful. My mother's an Israeli, so, Dudi, mahista. Obviously, because I love her, she is my mother. Obviously, it's hard for a mother to see her daughter be feeling that. So, Avi was my interim helper in the things. I really thank her. And obviously, very much so, Lori Plotnick for even allowing me to make this decision. Rabbi Kellerman, whose Vada I've been a part of, for giving me the Muna to really go through it. And last but not least, Hashem, who, and obviously the most important is Hashem Yisparach, who really not only made me be healthy enough that I can go through the process, but made me actually have that zechus of being able to save someone else's life, and allowed me to be that child, that 2-year-old, who can really be the hero and can say, I did something of saving a life. So,
I don't think neither myself or her husband needed to say much, because I'd like to introduce Leah Shapiro, who's sitting somewhere back there, who donated a kidney herself, as well as Rifki Brody, who just walked in. She did go through a swap and ended up giving a kidney, and a week later, a lady from Lakewood got a kidney. Wow. I just want to, the Dr. Greenstein from Montefiore, who Renewal would have not been where we are today. All of the centers basically looked at us and said, you're crazy. Who would donate a kidney after seeing an ad in a paper? We don't believe it. There's got to be something more to it. They couldn't understand the makeup of the Jewish nation, that from a small ad in a paper, someone would actually go through this process. So I'd like to thank and introduce Dr. Greenstein for a minute. And